Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one Kentucky county says goodbye to a man who loved serving his community. And an Eastern Kentucky medical center receives funding in order to improve health care for children in our region.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Well, good morning to you. It's just before 6 o'clock here on this Thursday morning. I'm Dakota Makeris. Thank you so much for waking up with us. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at your forecast. And Brandon, it's a little bit warmer, you said earlier, but I need the weather team to kind of make it just a tad bit warmer outside. Can y'all do that now?
How much warmer you want?
I don't know, maybe low 70s, maybe-ish.
Well,
maybe.
I think we can do that for you later today.
Oh, okay, I'm here for it.
But you'll probably run into some rain along the way.
Oh, no, I'm not here for that. I'm never happy. I can never be pleased.
You said low 70s, so I got that covered.
Yeah, you got that part.
After today, I can't help you.
I know.
But just bear with us there for a little bit. We might get you back to that later in the weekend. Let's take a look and see what's going on this morning. And you'll see on our Pikeville camera over there at US 119, US 23, not a whole lot of action this morning. Temperatures have not moved a whole lot either in the overnight hours, from 56 to 55, actually 58 to 55. But again, cloud cover has kind of stopped all of that drop there to the west there, especially, and that's actually climbing again in some areas like Middlesboro now up to 50. They were at 48 a little earlier, but temperatures close to 60 in some locations out there this morning. Should still go up a little bit. So you might need a little extra coffee in some areas this morning, but a normal day for most folks. Almanac 72, the forecast high, 67 the average high, and 83 the record set back on this day in 2007. Dakota?
All right, B-Rob, thank you. What led to a UK student's death? Well, that's the question UK police and the University of Kentucky are trying to answer. Lofton Hazelwood was found unresponsive Monday at Farmhouse Fraternity. The 18-year-old was rushed to the hospital where he died. The coroner says he died from too much alcohol. The fraternity is now suspended and several investigations are underway.
We'll be transparent about all of that, and if there are changes that need to be made or modifications or other sorts of moves or measures, we'll do that.
This is at least the 7th fraternity at the University of Kentucky to be suspended in some way since 2010. A final farewell Wednesday. Family, friends, and the community said goodbye to the Clark County Judge Executive. Chris Pace died last week from COVID complications. He was just 44 years old. Those who knew him say he was a loving man who loved serving his community. Pastor Mike McCormick said he was at the hospital the night Pace died. He leaves behind a wife and 3 young children.
He got checked in the hospital about 5 o'clock that day. His wife took him. She laid her hands on his chest and had the kids pray for him, and he really died suddenly.
Now, it's not clear if Pace had underlying health conditions or if he was vaccinated. He was Clark County's Judge Executive since 2019. Several state and local officials attended yesterday's services. The White House says children ages 5 to 11 years old will soon be able to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Wednesday, the Biden administration detailed its plans for the rollout pending the expected authorization of the Pfizer shot. Children could be able to get vaccinated in early November. Shelby Lofton talked to a pediatrician about the process.
So I'm feeling very confident about it.
About 28 million children will be eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine if the Pfizer shot is authorized in a few weeks.
And in Kentucky, it's about 389,000 children.
According to the White House, vaccines will be sent to doctors' offices, pharmacies, and more sites.
Everything is not in stone, exactly how that's going to look.
While families wait for this vaccine to be approved, Dr. Gilliam says it's important to talk to your children about it.
Why do we give vaccines? We don't give vaccines to poison you. We don't give vaccines to harm you. It's to protect you. It's to teach your body how to fight these invisible microbes.
Parents should pay attention to the packaging of the vials. The dosage is different.
The adult product for Pfizer is packaged, or will be packaged, in a bottle with a purple cap and purple language. The pediatric one will be in an orange, bottle with an orange cap.
Dr. Stack says he's confident there will be widespread availability once the shot is approved.
You may have to be patient just in the first couple weeks, though, because it's a matter of distribution and trying to get it where the demand is the most.
Dr. Gilliam says he encourages families to trust the science.
Rollout may seem slow to you all, to the public, but in general, there's no rush to this, right? We want to make sure that we get it right.
He says with the vaccine, kids will be healthier this winter. In Lexington, Shelby Lofton, WKYT.
Now, Dr. Gilliam says he has not been contacted by the state yet. He says he is waiting for word on vaccine distribution. Well, Blackville Medical Center recently received a grant totaling nearly $100,000 in an effort to improve pediatric care options here in the region. The grant from the HRSA Rural Health Network Development Planning Program will help provide a strategic plan for more than 34,000 children in eastern Kentucky. The grant will also be used to form the Rural Eastern Kentucky Pediatric Healthcare Network. This network includes PMC, United Medical Group, Pike County Health Department, and the Pike County School District.
These funds are necessary to make sure that we make the right decisions for our community. So we're very appreciative of all those both state and federal partners that continue to support our cause, our mission, and what Blackville Medical Center means to our region.
PMC President and CEO Donovan Blackburn says PMC also plans to open its children's hospital on the main campus on December 2nd. PMC staff and first responders took to the streets in Pike County yesterday. The gathering helped honor and celebrate those who risked their lives in the COVID-19 battle. It was also held to recognize the Kentucky National Guard response team. Our Jordan Mullins has more from Pikeville Medical Center's Heroes Parade and what it means for the soldiers and hospital staff involved.
In August, 30 Kentucky National Guard soldiers were stationed at Pikeville Medical Center, assisting with non-medical duties like transportation, traffic control, and COVID-19 screening. Lieutenant Nicholas Amani says despite the circumstances that led them to volunteer for this deployment, his time at PMC was a positive experience.
Pikeville Medical Center, I was telling him earlier, has been a great host. I mean, more than enough, more than we ever usually have, and it has been fantastic.
Wednesday, PMC joined people throughout the community in thanking these soldiers for their work and celebrating their heroics, going above and beyond to help hospitals in crisis.
This past year, we've used the word heroes a lot. We've used them in healthcare, we've used them in our people in our government, people that have really stepped up. And I can think of no better example than today than to bring these great men and women out who are soldiers serving the Kentucky National Guard to show them our appreciation because they are true heroes.
The hospital organized a brief parade with local police, fire, and EMS as a show of gratitude and support.
You see all those drive by, and I don't know how you can't smile when you hear all the sirens, see all the lights, and yeah, I mean, we thank them for what they do too, because this is their community more than ours.
A thanks to those putting their lives on the line.
You know, I've met a lot of wonderful men and women. Not only are they wonderful men and women, they're those with great hearts. You know, they're putting service above self at a time of our country's greatest need.
For the betterment of our community and our country. In Pikeville, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Blackburn says the National Guard's deployment at Pikeville Medical Center officially ends November 15th, but the soldiers' stay could be extended if needed. Well, we are starting to bundle up more as colder air moves into our region. If you find yourself turning your heat on already, Kentucky Power officials say to make sure your furnace filters are clean and your heat pumps are serviced yearly. They offer the Heart and Thaw programs for customers who are eligible and need assistance with their bills.
We have an average monthly payment plan that levels out your bill for the year so that your summer bill and your winter bill and your spring and fall bill all stay mostly the same. They fluctuate by a few dollars.
Customers are also encouraged to check that windows and floors are airtight so heat can stay inside of your home.
6:08 on this Friday Eve, also known as Thursday, and we continue to watch those clouds roll in ahead of that approaching cold front. Let's take a look at the satellite and radar, and you'll see already starting to move into those western counties and a couple of stray showers down to our south, maybe parts of Campbell County already seeing a shower or two. Let's zoom out just a second. I'm curious to see exactly where that's at, just to see kind of an idea. Yeah, down into parts of Tennessee. Knoxville probably getting some pretty good showers this morning, so just kind of keep an eye out for that. Come back home a little bit to the state view, and you'll be able to see just the clouds up this way this morning. A little bit of green trying to show up down toward Nashville as well. Looking at the temperatures across the region, still 49 in Harlan, 46 in Jonesville, 52 though in Wise, 55 Pikeville, Logan, Ashland, 57 in Hazard, London, and 59 in Somerset this morning. 72 this afternoon, but it's going to be a day that's continued to feel be filled with clouds and chances for showers and storms later as that front rolls in. And the headlines looking ahead. Cloudy Friday it looks like for the most part. So you Friday night football fans hopefully can dodge those straight shower chances for tomorrow. And a much cooler weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up here in just a little bit. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you, and thank you for joining us this morning. More news is on the way. When we return, a former president of the United States tries his hand at creating his own social media network.